Hello there, people. You may be wondering, what in God's name am I looking at? Um, yeah. Let me explain. You see, lately I've been doing a bunch of Thief the Dark project, as you can see, and I'm absolutely nuts with the game, so that's no surprise at all. But that's not the only game I want to play. While it's good to be playing one game at a time, it was kind of limited because the fact of the matter that you focus so many energies on one game that you really end up just doing that over and over and over. And you like to have some breaks in between there, honestly. The way I work is usually I do one, then when the first one's rendering, I can do the second, and we can kind of build it up all around that. It works kind of well. And right now, I don't exactly have that buffer zone. So I decided I had to create it. I had it with Daggerfall, but there's a problem with Daggerfall. Specifically, I don't know how to continue. Like, at this point, I really don't know what to do with the game. Because, yeah. Honestly, I think I've hit a dead end road. I'm not too happy about that. I don't exactly feel like going right away and trying to do a new game. So, because I'm kind of fed up with it, I decided to do something a lot better in quality. Something I know is good. So that way I don't get tormented for once. We're doing something very, very good with Thief. And I want to do something good to complement it. So I'm showing you something right now that's really high quality. Yeah. It's of a woman that's punching over and over and over. With no sound in the background or anything going on. That's high quality. This right here is the best you can get in gaming besides Thief. You may think I'm absolutely crazy, but this is because this is actually an alpha version, one of the earliest alpha versions that exists on the internet. This is the September 1995 release, and yeah, it is Unreal. This basically was the prototype for what eventually became one of the most well-known engines of all time for proprietary stuff and whatnot. And yeah, it's been used countless times over and over, but it got started with the original game Unreal, of course. And honestly, that was where it was good, was the original game itself. While it was mostly made to be a tech demo, it was done in a certain way that was absolutely adventurous. You were a very different role than what most other games would throw you in. It's your normal FPS shooter fare, so it's not like Thief in the fact that it totally reinvented the wheel and was very, very unique. But it was, for a shooter, a very great shooter. And shooters can be good. Especially in the case of Unreal, which, like I said, I feel is pretty much the best example of a shooter out there. So yeah, we are playing the best game of all time, Thief. Well, second best with Thief 2. And I decided why not do a double pair, aka do that and an amazing shooter here. Now, like I said, this doesn't really have much to it. This is the first beta. It's kind of like how I'm kind of covering the Doom betas, the Thief betas. Actually, Thief didn't have any betas, so I couldn't really show that off. But, yeah. This is pretty much the drill with me. I start by you showing off the little, basic stuff that really isn't that impressive, and then we kind of go up from there. I'm not too sure if I'm going to be showing off the different patches like I did for like Thief or whatnot. The thing about Thief is and the different patches is the fact that each version feels very, very distinct to me. Unreal usually there's just subtle changes to the engine to the point that it really doesn't matter. So I might just pop out my latest copy of Unreal Gold and go with that. Yeah. But before we get to that, I wanted to show you off this. Woman punching. Also, this is kind of a nice little buffer because while I have like 1440p, I have everything set up. I still do not have the graphics card I want to really do this properly. I'm going to be getting a GTX Titan P over here. Just for the purpose of doing Unreal, because when you want to use Unreal in 1440p, you go with the Titan P, of course. Logically, that's practical logic right there. Yep. But yeah, actually, with the irony is that when I upgraded years ago, I used to have an older graphics card, and I upgraded to a GTX 770. And one of the main reasons I did it, beyond the fact of getting a bunch more apples I could see in Thief, was so that way I could have the ability not to lag so much in Unreal. Because it used to be that Unreal was pretty bad for me. With high tech packs and all that craziness. Like I said, I'm going to keep it simple here with like more vanilla style, but at the same time, we're also going to have 1440p going, so it might be a bit of overkill. And yeah, do you like this video of a woman punching while I talk? So, yeah, this is basically an introductory video, I guess. But it does reveal the plan I've had. I've been thinking out this plan for a while. I knew I was going to be doing Unreal. It just was a matter of when I was going to be doing it. Because I kind of want to be playing these two around the same time. I have particular reasons, particular plans for why exactly I want to do this. Um, and yeah, I basically wanted to have like Unreal going subsequently with it. Now, if you see this, and your name is Dominus, well, should I say, yeah, if your name is Dominus, you should actually be wondering, oh no, is he going back to his way of like old engines or whatnot and doing stuff that's related to each other? That's not it at all. Honestly, this is actually because of some important things I want to show off and whatnot, and I'm not going to show off every single game in the Unreal Engine. This isn't about connected to Thief 3 because it's connected with the Unreal Engine. Yeah, no. I'm not playing the Wheel of Time game. I'm saying that right now for you all to hear. I am not playing the Wheel of Time game. You cannot get me near that thing with a 10-foot pole. Okay? Yeah, you want to say that? I probably will prove myself eventually a hypocrite and be like, let's play this just to see how terrible it would have been had I endured it. But, for the time being, yeah, it's not my plan to play every game and the Unreal thing or so. In fact, really the only one I want to touch is just the original Unreal because, like I said, it's the best shooter or whatnot. And it's like showing these two at the same time just felt right to me. It felt like a good thing to do. And because I kind of want to be around a certain point when we're doing Thief or whatnot. Because, if you guys are aware, there are certain things in Unreal that are tied to Thief in terms of like the fan related content and stuff like that. Specifically, I'm talking about like Black Frog and all that stuff. Yeah, I'm definitely like I've never tried any of it honestly, and I'm really curious to get into it. It's something that I just want to check out and see how it was. I mean, I assume it's mostly multiplayer based, so I can't really do much. But I'd like to at least check it out and see what it was kind of like. If I can. So yeah, that's kind of one of the reasons to do this while I'm doing Thief, is because it has major ties to what kind of will happen in Thief, and has some very old school fan created stuff. I mean, like the other games have had fan created stuff, but it's more recent. This stuff was made around the time that Thief was originally created or whatnot. Um, this stuff was I want to say it was around 2001 or 2002 maybe. I think 2002 when that started up. And before that, we also had some stuff that was like Looking Glass stuff and Unreal. And yeah, there's different stuff all around. Unreal was a very, very popular game. It basically was for a while basically the graphics game to go to. And because it was the way for like perfect graphics, everyone was going to go to it and showcase like your latest game in it. So yeah, while Quake was the competitive multiplayer thing and therefore had just a bunch of multiplayer maps, this was the one that was more kind of both. It had like your complex AI experience in single player and your multiplayer experience with Unreal Tournament. So, yeah, really, this one kind of got like both sides of the equation as far as I see, while like Quake really just kind of became a multiplayer game as it went along and just had a bunch of deathmatch maps. So yeah. Anyway, maybe I should actually get to what we should be showing off today, which is this little beta window here, because, like I said, eventually I'm kind of showing off the different Unreal things while waiting for this new graphics card to come in. It should be at like the end of this week. So I'm figuring let's kind of get through these little easy betas that are like very small resolutions, and therefore no push on my hard drive whatsoever. Probably I could play Unreal right now, but let's wait just in case. Um, so what are you looking at? You're looking at a tiny window that's been stretched to basically fit my display. Yeah, honestly, what I'm looking at is a 320 by 200 window that's absolutely minuscule, and I can barely see any of it. I can see more detail by looking at my OBS screen and looking at how stretched out it is there. Yeah, I basically purposely stretched it all out so you guys can see it. I do that with like basically everything. That's kind of like my trick for Drumhead and different things like that. In Drumhead though, it's not too bad of a resolution. It's kind of like from 1024 by 768, which is small, but not too horrible to a point that's really tiny. This is like ridiculously tiny. Like, yeah. Anyway, so we also got like an interesting icon. We have like a blue bots. That's the entire icon. It's a blue bots. Yeah. Okay. So basically, this was the original version of Unreal. Way before they really started like doing too much with Unreal. Back in 1995, the entire focus was on like fantasy and basically making like a medieval game. So yeah, this is like the totally medieval based aspect before we started getting all the technical stuff and the chaotic merge that we saw later. Isn't it weird that Thief and Unreal kind of came around the same time, and both of them are like medieval games mostly with some tech-based aspects. Unreal leaning more towards the tech side of things with some medieval aspects, and Thief being more medieval with tech side of aspects. Very interesting when you talk about that. Anyway, the interesting thing about this one is the fact of the matter that we have like a lot of controls on like the top bar. Like I'm looking right now at the window. It's basically like a little tiny bar at the top that allows me to control what exactly I do. Yeah, it's pretty uh there. I'm just watching, like this person punch over and over and over in this very small display with very terribly pixelated sprites. This basically is, I guess, one of the first famous 3D models that we kind of see. It's the woman! Hooray! It's the woman! A 3D model from 1995 before we really got to see like anything else in 3D. Yeah, fully textured 3D environment 1995. Look at that. Look how pixelated it is. Um, yeah. So, let's see here. I do have like a lot of controls near the top that allow me to like do different buttons. Let's see here. We got like 4 different control things. You can't even see my mouse when I flip it over. Look at that. You can see my mouse. My mouse. That's how big my mouse is in comparison to the screen, by the way. Okay, so I'm seeing like a camera thing here, and it says like do a lot of options. So if I click like look ahead, look selected, look up. That's look up, by the way, people. You can look up and see the sky for a few seconds. You know what? Maybe if I hide the... I'm going to try and hide the cursor, actually, so we don't see me clicking up there. So we get to see up. And you can see a skybox for a few seconds. Like, that's a really fast skybox, isn't it? Yeah, I'd like it if I was actually able to look up for more than a few seconds, you know? Oh, okay, you can, like, right click and you'll look around. Look at that. You can look up. Hi. And if I click both, I can drag and look around. I see, I'm learning, I'm learning. Look at that, we can see the woman. Hi. Anyway, let's actually look at, what else we have here. We can look down. We can see the entire map like this. Uh, uh-oh. What did I do? That didn't help me at all. I just closed the camera and it closed everything. I didn't mean to do that. The lesson here, don't do that. Oh wow, I can actually shrink the window. Yeah. Oopsie. Lesson, don't mess with the bots. It actually can kind of like disappear everything. Uh-oh. Uh, new camera. Uh, uh-oh. 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 There we are. I fixed that. I fixed it. We get to see test level again. So I get to see the four directions. Don't click entire map unless you want to just see the skybots. There's someone over there. We'll worry about him in a second, I guess. There's that thing. And yeah, that's the different directions we have here. We'll look around and navigate in a minute, but I have like a lot of other buttons I'll press first. Like, you can hide textures. Oh, wait, you can't. Never mind. You can see like illumination. This is like lighting. Is that actually like how lighting looks? Like, is this better than looking than this? Wait, that's polygons. That's not good at all. Yeah, see, now this makes it look blurry everywhere. That's just more like, see the lighting, but with poor textures. And this is just shading. So yeah, if you want to see cool looking textures, here you are. Wait a minute, isn't that like the textures used in, Q2? Oh, you can also see, like, I could try and, like, look at the map above, but yeah, that didn't really work. I get, like, a map overhead and it just crashes. It's giving me app errors. Tiny normalize. Tiny vector, whatever tiny vector means. There's whatever this is. Yeah, it doesn't like it when I try and change those controls. So the lesson is, don't do that. Okay, let's press show brush. I don't know what that did. Uh, no, seriously, I don't know what that did. Hi. Okay, show actors probably will hide you. Yep. Show the backdrop. That's that awesome thing. Show the coordinates. Now we can see all that weird numbering. We don't care about that. Show the axes. That's that random thing up there. We don't care about that. Where is this? The axes. No, that's the axes. And the ground plane. All technical stuff, which we don't really care about. Okay. With smooth lines. I'm not sure I know. Well, let's do it anyway. Anyway, this is 320 by 200. We just boosted up our size slightly. Let's make it a little bit bigger. 400 by 300. That's even cooler looking. But let's make it even bigger. 560 by 420. And this is 640 by 480. Hooray, we actually found a way to make the size bigger. And that's less blurry. See? This is why we play with our settings. We also have like direct draw, but it doesn't do anything. Yeah. Shame, but that's basically that. Anyway, that's really everything here. Oh, okay. My footsteps walk me around. I get. So I can move around my keyboard, and I can watch this woman punch me. Hi. Hi. The first model ever. Uh, where to? 119 mil of this waterway where we have something freakishly going on. What in God's name is this thing? Hi? It's the Exorcist! We can also drop in water. But this is the old days of water when we can't really get out of water. Uh-oh. I don't think I can get out. Help! 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 I need help. Help? Help? Let's see here. These basically like... Oh, I'm possessed a woman. I just possessed a woman. I am now the woman. Why am I the woman? Possession. I have possessed you. Oh, look. It's a freaking gargoyle. Hi. One problem, but I don't know how exactly I'm supposed to do any of this. Hi there. Oh, great, now I'm the dragon. And now I'm a wizard. I'm a wizard! Yes! I'm a wizard! So I guess that's the wizard? What a messed up wizard that is. I'm a wizard! General protection fault. Whoopsie. I didn't mean to hit something bad. Yeah, this is very, very boring, by the way, people. This is what happens when you play with a tiny little window and see what happens. I'm a wizard! Fear me! I be a wizard! You're running out of mirrors, Spider-Man! So, yeah. I guess I'm a wizard? I'm a wizard, apparently. And, there's a dragon! There is a freaking dragon! Awesome, right? Dragon. There's a dragon here. Do you know that all this is like a very eerie test level whereby nothing is working? So yeah, this isn't exactly like very interesting enemy encounter. This is look at the 3D monsters that are not going to be in the final game, but we're going to be able to walk through them. Hi, fat belly. I am a wizard. Fear me. Fear me. I be a wizard. It's the entire map, whatever that means. Whee! I'm dizzy! Okay, let's mash buttons and see what happens. I press tab and this happens. I don't know what that's about, but yeah. Wanted to see a spinning cube? You can see a spinning cube. And of course that makes me crash. I don't know how to do anything. I don't know if there is anything to do. Oh God, what is this thing? Oh God, what if I made myself do? Don't do that, people. I don't know what I just did, but don't do that. It's bad. Let's mash every key and see what happens. I possess people. I, don't know what I'm doing. I think there's some way to get to the ender, but I don't know how. Hi. I'm stalking in your windows and watching your kids. Hi, your kids. Hi, your wife. Hi. Uh, so apparently page up and page down allow you to look up and down. Hi. Hooray! Goal number 1 complete! Goal number 2! Find something to do! Let's mash keys and see what happens. Maybe we'll end up lucky and getting a magical thing appearing. Congratulations, you have found the secret exit. Yeah, I'm bored. So, that was the original Unreal Beta. Or should I say Alpha? That was like the September 1995 Alpha right there. Yeah, not really anything to it. Like, that was pretty boring. As you would kind of expect out of a 1995 demo, and Unreal came out in 98. So we're kind of 3 years away from a full game, and we just kind of see this. Well, hope you like seeing models floating around, but it shows a sign of things to come. Anyway, well then mine, thank you very much all for watching, and I shall see you all next time.